Hi there, I'm Emma, and I'm so excited to help you make your emails clear and kind.
And I am Mark. We are here to ensure your professional communication is logical and effective.
Sometimes we get emails that are a bit confusing, and it is okay to ask for help.
Exactly. The most direct way to start is by saying, "Could you clarify?"
If someone gives you a very short instruction, you might need more info. In that situation, the word elaborate is your best friend. It sounds so fancy, like adding decorations to a cake.
Not quite, Emma. To elaborate means to provide more detail or to expand on a concept.
I used to be afraid to say I didn't understand, but now I just say it is unclear. That is a very professional approach, Emma. It feels much better than just guessing what my boss wants. Using the word unclear focuses on the message rather than your own ability to understand. I love the phrase crystal clear because it makes everything feel so bright.
It is an excellent idiom for seeking absolute certainty.
When I use it, I feel like I'm making sure there are no hidden surprises.
It essentially means perfectly easy to understand or without any doubt.
Sometimes I like to repeat what I think I heard back to the person.
That is a technique called active listening applied to writing.
I usually start with the phrase, I want to confirm my understanding.
This allows the other person to correct any small errors before they become big problems.
When we need to go really deep into the details, we use a fun phrase.
We call it a drill down.
It makes me think of a tiny shovel digging for information gold.
Professionally, to drill down means to examine the minute details of a specific data point or task.
I always ask for the specifics when I'm starting a new project.
Specifics are the individual facts or details that define a task.
Without the specifics, I might paint a room green when the client wanted blue.
Exactly. Asking for specifics ensures the final output matches the initial request.
Mark, what if a sentence is just too vague? Like when someone says, high priority.
You can ask them to expand on that.
So I could say, would you mind expanding on what you meant by high priority?
Precisely. It asks for the context behind a label or a short statement.
I hate it when I misunderstand an email and do the wrong thing.
To avoid any misinterpretation, it is best to ask for more detail immediately.
It's like a safety net for your work.
It is. Mentioning misinterpretation shows you are proactive about being accurate.
Is alignment just a fancy word for being on the same page?
In a way, yes. Alignment is about ensuring our goals and understandings are synchronized.
I want to make sure our team has perfect alignment before we start the launch.
Using that word shows you care about the strategic direction of the project.
Let's practice a full sentence. Could you please elaborate on the third point?
This is perfect for a numbered list in an email.
It is polite and very specific about which part of the email was confusing.
The addition of please makes the request professional and courteous.
Here is another one. I'm a bit unclear about the proposed timeline.
This is a gentle way to say you don't know when the work is due.
It's much better than saying, I don't know when to finish this.
It invites the sender to provide a more structured schedule.
Just to be crystal clear, are we moving the meeting to Friday?
This is a closed-ended question, which is great for quick confirmation.
It leaves no room for confusion about the day of the week.
It is efficient and helps everyone manage their calendars correctly.
I want to confirm my understanding of the budget requirements.
Using this sentence before a project starts can save thousands of dollars.
It shows you are being responsible with the company's money.
It signals that you are taking the financial constraints seriously.
Could we drill down into the specifics of the design phase?
This is a great way to move from a general meeting to a technical one.
It tells the team that we are ready to look at the tiny details.
It sets a tone of deep focus and thoroughness for the next steps.
Wow, we learned so many great phrases today, like elaborate and specifics. We also covered more complex ideas like alignment and avoiding misinterpretation. Remember, it is always better to ask for clarification than to guess. Being crystal clear is the hallmark of a true professional communicator. Mark, I just got an email from my manager that says, fix the report. I have no idea what's wrong.
That is quite vague. You should ask for clarification politely.
Should I say, could you please elaborate on which sections need changes?
That is perfect. You could also ask for the specifics to avoid any misinterpretation.
Emma, as your client, I'm going to need the project scope to be a bit wider.
I want to confirm my understanding. Are you asking for more features to be added?
Yes, we need to include the mobile app integration.
Could you clarify if the deadline will change to accommodate these new specifics?
Thanks for the chat earlier, Mark, but I'm a bit unclear about the final step.
No problem, Emma. Which part is causing confusion?
Could we drill down into how the files are supposed to be saved?
Let me expand on that. We use a specific naming convention to ensure alignment with the server.